seriously, and it's something that I've been growing in a lot since I've been on campus here, and I'm blessed to be a part of, a good faith community here. And I feel like, especially with, Caitlin being around, that was kind of one of our things that we shared together. And so I felt like it was important to have a good reminder of that, especially because this is, where I spend a lot of my time. And I bought these shoes myself. Well, actually, my dad got them for me, so they also have a little more meaning than that. And just a good little reminder. And then I've got the moon and the stars on the other side because I wanted that as a tattoo, and my dad said no. So they went on my shoes.
Well, you can have on these shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the verse obviously talks about trials and tribulations and overcoming them, and obviously the current climate of college athletics does not promote patience all the time.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is why you stuck it out and why you're here, this moment that's getting ready
definitely.
to start?
I think it's a good reminder that, not every day is going to be good, not every week's going to be good, not every hour is going to be great, but there's more to come. And so just kind of keeping that positive mindset and staying ready, that's kind of been my mantra. And so that's why I picked that verse as a reminder.
How much have you learned in your time here?
Oh my gosh, so much, too much. As you guys could probably see today, like it's a whole new thing when you get to start finally teaching other people, because then it makes you kind of put forth your knowledge a little bit and really test yourself on how much you know. Like in our offense, I tend to see things, like 2 passes ahead of time, and now that we're getting everybody kind of involved in playing together, and obviously we haven't played together a lot since we have a lot of new people. It's a good test for those of us that have been here to really kind of lead and demonstrate our offense, because there's so much that's going on and everyone's picking up on it really quick, which is really good to see.
In a way, like, you've kind of had a 2-year internship to kind of watch everything, and I know every freshman that comes in wants to play right away, but given that it went the way that it did and you're now in the position that you are, how do you feel like the first 2 years have set up yourself for what's ahead?
I don't know. I feel like right now, truthfully, after this little 4th of July break, I feel like we've been together so much more that it's really kind of, I don't know, not even about the past 2 years anymore. Like I feel like it really was before that for me, but now that we're all starting to get to play together, and it's a little different, so it's more exciting to kind of focus on that and really stay positive and get excited and get ready for that. And we're like, for example, with the guard group, we've got me, Kylie, and Lucy down here every day, and we're working our tails off, and we're getting in a ton of reps. And and then the 3 of us and Coach Abby are really just getting right to it, and we're gearing up for next year, so I'm excited about it.
I was gonna say, I remember a quote when I talked to you. I think it was during the tournament. And you're like, I kind of felt like the team's bitch for the past year.
That got brought up at my banquet, yeah.
So I guess with Jen leading the helm, obviously Lisa talked to you postseason, but what was the kind of message you going into this upcoming season after last season? Like, hey, like, we know you've been
what was
kind of
Lisa's
antsy.
Message is what you're asking?
Yeah, what was their message to you about what your role is going to be, and how has that kind of helped stabilize your mindset kind of going into everything?
We kind of had like our postseason, preseason, if you will, meetings when we came back this summer. So we went home for a month, just kind of to relax and debrief and I don't want to say like we didn't communicate during that time, but we didn't really talk a whole lot of basketball during that time, just because I think everyone needed a break, which was totally fine. Came back and obviously everything was getting shifted around, and people were moving offices, and it was exciting. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see them today too. To see Bluter and Fitz back, so that was really exciting. They just kind of talked to me about being more vocal and starting to take on more of a leadership role, because like we were talking about earlier, I know a lot of what's been going on in the past 2 years. I know kind of our system. I know how kind of energy we like to bring, and that was really about it.
What's it seems like you and Lucy have a ton of just natural chemistry on the court. How quickly did you kind of know, like, we're going to perfectly play alongside one another?
Teammates who watch Love Island together just really click on the court, I guess. I don't know. No, she's been fantastic so far, and she's a phenomenal player. She has such a different style, and it's been just really unique and really fun to watch so far. I think we've definitely kind of been looking for each other a lot in our scrimmages. We're scrimmaging about 3 times right now because obviously we're not playing into practice. We have a lot that we got to put in, which is normal, and I think everybody will be a little more excited once we start getting into that live stuff. And I know she is such a competitor, so she is the first one into scrimmage every single day, which is really fun.
So it's after the first